Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo, and today we'll continue to explore FIO's sub-brand Snowsky. And it's the second product I want to review, it's Snowsky Retro Nano. Bluetooth receiver built with CS43131 chips, delivering up to 220 milliwatts of power from the balanced output. And if you think that it's really close to BTR13, you are right. It's kind of BTR13 brother, but made in this retro stylistics that looks pretty great. And of course, you're getting all traditional FIOS know-hows like mode selector and ability to work as USB digital to analog converter, pretty decent output, companion app, and so on. All that for price about $60–65, so let's have a closer look. There are 3 devices now in the Snowsky series, and in my opinion Retro Nano has the best presentation and the best experience in the unboxing. Really nice attractive package with a small plastic screen so you can see the device inside. You can see the version you'll have. You can get white or that cyan version that FIO often use. Inside we're getting internal box with device itself, then goes case for battery storage, because storing spare lithium battery is always better with case. And underneath you'll get lanyard, pretty nice accessory for such device, short USB Type-C for charging and to connect it as digital to analog converter, and a few different stickers that you can apply to your device to further customize it and add even more of that vintage cassette look. Here is the device itself. It looks pretty attractive. It's slightly bigger than BTR series receivers and slightly bigger than KA portable decks. It's built mainly of plastic, but actually I have zero issues with that because it's really solidly built. Nothing is rattling and scratching even when you shake it. And I like the feel of this plastic. It's really pleasant to touch. Nothing is squeaking, rattling or something like that. So pretty nice plastic build. It's not super heavy, so it's a really good traveling companion. But at the same time it has a bit of weight, probably because of battery, and it doesn't feel cheap in this aspect. So here is USB Type-C port. It can be used for charging, and you can connect here to use it as a deck. Battery is replaceable, so you can open this part here and you can see that it's powered with one 10440 battery form factor. It's some kind of small battery cell. You can find replacement, and actually it's a good feature. First, you can carry charged battery with you, and also when with time this battery will die, you can replace it and continue using the device. And you can use it without the battery at all if you connect it to your PC or laptop or to something with USB power. So I'm not, this replaceable battery feature is not a big deal for me, but I've seen a lot of people who are happy with that. And in terms of work time, it really depends on output and headphones you'll be using. I've got from 6 hours on the balanced output to about 8 hours on the single-ended output. So here are balanced Pentagon connector and the single-ended 3.5mm one. With 3.5mm connector you can use headphones with microphone and torque controls. Or you can use a built-in microphone. You can see this tiny hole here. On top there are control buttons, really nice click, and also there is a toggle to turn it on and off. Here is a hole for the lanyard here, so you can carry it with you using lanyard. You toggle the switch and it boots up really fast. On front panel you have a small screen. These rev and forward elements are purely decorational, but at the same time looks nice. With short press of the button you can change different styles, so which one will bring you more nostalgic memories. And with a long press you getting to the menu. So GPR, chat, it's charging protection. If you activate this option, it will charge battery to 80% only. It will give you less battery lifetime, but at the same time, battery overall lifetime will be longer. Then gain selection, equalizer, you can select different presets created for this device, or you can customize it. Then dimmer, it's screen brightness, so currently it's not the maximum level, it can be even brighter, but actually even at the third level it's bright enough for almost any conditions. Then delay between the screen automatic shutdown mode. Here you can select Bluetooth, PC and phone. In the PC mode it will work as DAC and will charge the battery, and in the phone mode it will work as a DAC only using built-in battery, so it won't drain power from your smartphone. Language, reset and current firmware version. So that's it, but as usual you can also use a companion app. Overall, for me, subjectively, I really like this design. It's that case when it's not super small and at the same time looks really cute, and it's pleasant in hand, so it's like handy device that I really like using and holding, and sometimes even use it as kind of a fidget spinner. As usual, FIO control works as a companion for this device. You can see device image itself, battery status. You can select Bluetooth codecs you want to use. Also, there are additional options to change device name, update firmware, clear pairing, and the reset settings. Then you can select operation mode, what you want to do in terms of buttons and what to do on double clicks. Then goes equalizer. So you can turn it on. If you select custom equalizer, you can use linear or parametric equalizer. You can select frequency bands you want to change, how much you want to change them, so everything is pretty nice. Also, you can save it, reset, and so on. So you can play with sound for quite some time. And then in the audio settings, it's basically volume limit, device volume, volume of tones, volume of call, and channel balance. Also, there is a short quick guide if you want to understand how to use it. So, pretty feature-packed applications, and that allows you to customize settings and sound to your liking. No surprises in terms of sound here. FIO took nice DAC chips and provide the chips a possibility to work at their full potential, delivering clean, nice, detailed sound signature. I did main testing in the DAC mode via USB connection, but difference with Bluetooth is not critical to my ears. Of course, in wired mode you're getting a bit better extension on both ends, but not much of sound degradation overall. With equalizer you can tweak the sound to your liking in a pretty wide range, but of course I will tell about the sound in without enabling equalizer in the default mode. So bass go deep to maximum depth, it's controlled nicely, it's decent in terms of textures, resolution is good, there is not much of micro details, but still instruments sound pretty realistically with a good amount of body. Sometimes I'm lacking a bit of additional rumble, but also not too much, and it can be compensated by earphones or by equalizer if you want to. In general, it's clean bass with good control thanks to the pretty decent amplification and with nice balance between weight and speed. There is a slight hint of additional weight, but actually it's not really big, so I won't call it like a drastic difference or some really noticeable coloration. And example is Zombie by Juno Reactor. Nice deep bass line in the intro and then engaging and fast bass in the main part. Everything is rendered nicely and stays in place. Mids are clean without any attempts to focus on the micro contrast or highlight anything. So the sound output will depend on the quality of records. It won't try to hide something or to add some coloration. So with good records you'll get everything. You'll get nice dynamics, you'll get nice sense of realism, proper weight distribution. With poor recordings, of course, you won't get that. So no attempts to hide something or to mask. Imagery stage is slightly above average in width and in depth, not huge, but nicely and accurately built. Compared with more expensive devices, of course, it lacks a bit of dynamics and naturalness, but for this price, it's a pretty good sound and a noticeable step forward compared to regular smartphones or stuff like that. And example here is Pirates of the Caribbean by Hans Zimmer live in Prague. Really like this track, really like this performance. Of course, compared to some high-end device, Retro Nano lacks a bit of spaciousness, a bit of sense of big orchestra, but in general you can hear the audience, you can hear the whole, and you can definitely distinguish different instruments, and everything sounds with a good sense of realism. And treble actually has good extension, nice overtones, both basic and extended. It has decent detalization, proper attacks and decays, so no attempts to make them airy or energetic or highlight something, so just clean and natural treble. Of course, lacking layering, but we're speaking about a pretty affordable device here. And example for the treble, it's Seventh Son of a Seventh Son by Iron Maiden, my typical test track for the treble, and here that S sibilant in the chorus don't sound too sharp or too piercing, but at the same time you definitely hear that there is a bit of excess in that sounds. In terms of pairings, it's pretty universal. It has enough power to drive even full-size headphones, not the most demanding ones, but those who the sensitive half will be driven pretty well. And really low background noise with sensitive in-ear monitors, so no issues here. Nice, good black background. Speaking about the conversions, actually this device is BTR13 with a bit more of weight, but not too much. So I like this sound, but at the same time BTR15, for example, will give you a bit more resolution on the low frequencies and a bit more focus on the treble area. There are a lot of different dongle decks in this segment, but actually Snowsky Retro Nano performs on comparable level with other devices, so you know it's nowadays pretty hard to say anything about the difference, so it's like a matter of slight variations in terms of representation, and this one is almost natural with a slight hint of additional weight. But actually, if I'd be on the market to choose some device, I definitely consider Retro Nano because I really like this aesthetics, I like the design, and actually I like build quality too. I've seen some complaints, but I really like this feel, I like this plastic, I like weight and balance. So for me, this bet on the retro aesthetics worked as a charm in this device. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and have a great day.